Welcome to the video. This is going to be the first actual workout video that I'm uploading to the channel. And today's workout was shoulders, traps and a bit of triceps. I was feeling quite weak for shoulders. I don't know why. I'd slept well and everything, but I think the movement that we were doing, which was shoulder press, the dumbbell shoulder press, I haven't touched for over a month. I've been doing barbell a lot more recently, so I think that might have been it. But first thing we did was we warmed up with rotator cuff exercises as well as a pullover thing that I like to do. I didn't record that for today's session, but I'm going to be recording that on chest day. So look out for that, that's coming soon. And we started off with dumbbells. I used 10s for my first set, but when it comes to the warm-up, I like to not go too crazy with the weight or reps. I like to conserve it a little bit because I've already got blood in my shoulders already, and the purpose of the warm-up for me is to basically just get the movement down and acclimate yourself to the weight that you're going to be working up to. So we did like 3 sets of warm-up, not crazy reps, and then we just moved straight on. And considering it wasn't feeling that great for me, I started off with 20s. First set, I always love to do 12 reps. If I don't get 12 to 15 reps, I always make sure, like from the warm-up, I judge how heavy I can go, and I always make sure I can do 12 to 15 reps of that, and then I move on from that. For shoulders, I've been jumping up in 5s recently, in 5 kg. Reason being that I've been doing a lot of barbell instead and single arm motions. So I've been going up in 5s, and I feel that gives me the best feeling in my front delts. So we jumped up to 25s. I think I hit like 9 of that. It felt pretty good, but I'm a bit, when looking at the video, I realized that my depth wasn't that great, and I don't know why. It looked so different in the mirror, but I'm gonna have to work on that for next time. Work on going much lower. I might start doing Arnold presses where you come in and squeeze and get the full stretch of your front delt. But I managed to move up to 30s. With a spot, I did like 6 reps or something like that. It felt good, but again, that's not the craziest heavy thing. I used to be able to do that a little while ago, but it felt alright. After that, we did 2 drop-off sets, dropped down to 25s and then 22s. I just burned those out and then moved on to an alternate grip of shoulder press, which that one, when it's on a machine, I love to control it, especially with what I'm showing is my first and final set. As you can see, the one where I'm moving the wrist strap is my heavy one, and I still try to control that all the way down and do it much slower so I can feel the burn and feel the stretch and feel the squeeze at the top as well. When it comes to the alternate grip, for me, I can just feel my front delt just stretching and squeezing as hard as possible, and it's similar to front delts for me, like working out front delts. That's why I don't work out front delts as much, because I feel that every pushing motion works your front delts anyway. But after that, we moved straight on to side delts. Side delts for me, I like to do 5-6 sets, as many sets as I can, because it's just a movement I just love. It's like you feel the squeeze so nicely, you feel the pump, and I'm trying to go wider as well. So side delts are a huge part of growing your body. So I do a minimum of 12 to 15 reps a lot of the time when it comes to side delts. So first few sets I just did 15 reps, and then when it gets heavier I do 12 reps. I am working on going to heavier weights, but the problem with that is the heavier you go, the more fatigue you have at the higher reps. So there's a higher chance of injury as well. So I don't want to risk straining my traps, which is just going to prevent me from doing a lot of other workouts, a lot of other movements. So I don't want to risk that. So I'm trying to not go too crazy, but keep it heavy at the same time. It's a bit of a weird balance. After side delts though, with side delts, one point is I always try lift through my elbow, get the weight lower than my elbow in terms of arm positioning. My arms like that, it's a bit downwards, a bit of an angle, but it's not crazy. Like you can't really tell when you're doing it, but there's a little bit of an angle and you can squeeze it so much more, feel it right on the shoulder. After side delts, move straight onto upright rows, because that's one of the movements that taxes your body. So we try to get the taxing ones done first, so that when we do move on to the accessories, it doesn't, like, you're not dead to be able to do them. For example, I used to do upright rows the final thing on shoulder day, and I could not go past 20 kg at all. But today we literally did 2 sets of 25s and then 2 sets of 30, and it felt pretty good. It gave us a nice pump, and I'm only showing the first and final sets here. And the first one, you can see there's a lot more control, and the final one I'm already burnt out, so I do some cheat reps, and I'm okay with that, because sometimes you got to do a little bit of cheat reps if you're on your final one, but just to squeeze out a little bit more. But after that, just move straight on to rear delts. Cable crossovers is one of the best exercises I've found ever. I think that's one of the best builders for my shoulders. The back of your shoulders, yes, but you can't really activate that at all. Like, there's the deck machine, the pec machine that people call it, where you can do rear delts on that, but I don't think that activates your shoulders as nearly as much as the cable crossovers do, because you have the full stretch of it, and then when you come back, the tension's always on your rear delt, and it feels amazing. But the lighting was off, and I couldn't really show that in this one. I'm gonna work on that for next time. So that one I don't really get to show it, but that's one of the best exercises I've found for when it comes to shoulders. And then just move on to face pulls. Face pulls is one that I do only every other week, because I feel it does work your rear delts, but nowhere near as much as the cable crossovers. So I just burn my rear delts on the cable crossovers. And then face pulls, I use it to rehab my rotator cuff, as well as work a bit of traps, upper traps, lower traps, sorry. Then move straight on to front delts, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, front delts, double angle. There's 2 angles, the straight angle and the alternate angle. When it comes to the straight angle, that's something that Ronnie Coleman did throughout his whole career. He was on gear and had crazy genetics. But for me, I find that the alternate angle feels better, and it gives me a better squeeze. I do switch it up, I do both, but I do like 3 sets of each just to make sure that I get both in. But for me, the alternate one is the one I prefer 100% of the time. It just feels so much better, and you get to squeeze it so much more, and it just feels so much nicer for me, because I feel my front delt working. Front delts is something that I also do every other week, because every push motion is working my front delt, so I don't really feel the need to work it as much. But after that, it was literally just shrugs, and did 5 sets of shrugs with 25 kg plates in each hand. The 25 kg plates felt a lot heavier at the end of the 5 sets. But I do alternate every week, well, not every week, because I do a 4-day on, 1-day off split, so it does change. But every time I do shoulders, I do alternate between the plates, the dumbbells, and the barbell. I usually do it in the Smith machine though when it comes to the barbell, because it just feels so much easier than having to do a full rack pull before. But other than that, that was pretty much the whole workout. I hope you guys enjoyed this video though. If you would like to continue with me in this journey that I'm going on, please subscribe, and I'm going to be posting a lot more, and in different formats as well, so do give me feedback in which format you prefer. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Thank you for watching. Like the video, and see ya.